Hey guys! Today we are going to do a 1940s inspired look. I already did my foundation and my concealer and set my face with my setting powder, so now it's time to go in and contour. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. When I was looking at pictures from the 1940s, I noticed they didn't do as much contouring as we do today. They wouldn't have like the dramatic dark lines. They did it mostly with blush. But just to add a little bit in there, I'm going to focus on the back part of my face and just kind of bring the color lightly there. I'm not going to pull it as far down as I would if I was doing it for a look today. So again, just really lightly putting it on the back of our cheek because that'll still make our face look like it has shape, but it won't be as dramatic. I'm going to go in slightly with that same brush. This is the Morphe E3 brush. And I'm just going to do the top of my head a little bit. Just very slightly. And making it very light and slight because we're going to go back in with blush. So now I'm going to do underneath. I'm not even grabbing any more on my brush. I'm just literally blending out the bit that I have. We do want to make sure we do a little bit on the top of our heads as well as the side just to make sure it looks even. So now that we have our bronzer and our contour on, I'm going to go in and go with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I'm literally just going to quickly fill in my brows. This doesn't have to be anything dramatic. I'm basically just doing it to add some color on there, but this again wasn't something that they mainly focused on in the 1940s. My eyebrows are done, and now I'm going to take my Morphe 350 palette and I'm going to start working on my eyes. The reason I picked this palette is because it has a lot of browns, and that is mostly what we're going to be focused on. In the 1940s, they didn't do crazy colors like blue or purple or red or anything like that really. You mostly saw brown. So just any palette that has a lot of plain, neutral, not sparkly browns. So now I'm going to go in with my M441 brush. This is literally just a fluffy brush. And I'm going to take this light brown color over here. And I'm literally going to focus on the crease of my eye. We're not going to bring the color down. We're just doing a little bit on our crease. So I'm putting that light color in our crease, and I'm trying just to make it very subtle, very light, and very blended. There wasn't really any harsh lines and very dramatic looks. So now that I have that base of color, I'm gonna go in with this very matte muted brown right here. I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush, and again I'm going to keep it all in the crease. I'm going to put that in my crease and do it on the other side, and then I'm going to take the M441 brush again and I'm going to buffer it out. We're going to be keeping all the color in our crease today. We're just going to do a little bit of brown in the crease to give it a little accent of color, but we're not going to be bringing it down like we normally would for a different eye look. So I want to make sure this is like super blended. You don't want to see any harsh lines, anything dramatic. So now we're going to go back in, and we're literally all I'm doing is blending. So right now I have more of a harsh line up here than I want. I really want it just to like gradually blend. So I'm literally just going to take an empty brush, a brush with nothing on it. I don't know why I said empty, and I'm going to blend this out. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with the little brush again, and I'm going to take some of this brown color, and I'm going to keep it again. I'm just going to go over my crease again. The main goal of this look is to have brown right in the crease of our eye, but nothing on the bottom of our lid near our lashes. It just helps draw your attention to the eye, but it's not anything flashy and bold because that's not what they had in the 1940s. The main thing that they did have in their eye on the 1940s was eyeliner, and typically a wing. So my favorite liquid eyeliner right now is Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D. And I like Stila Cosmetics Slay All Day Waterproof Eyeliner. These both retail at about $22, so they are a bit more pricey. If you are looking for one that's cheaper, I would definitely recommend the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. Make sure you get the matte one. For this look, we're not looking for anything that looks liquidy. We're looking for more of a matte finish. This one just comes out like this. And it's really easy to use. And I believe this is like $7 or $8. At most, it would be like 12 or 15. So it's not that bad. And it really is a nice way to learn to do your eyeliner. But I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D. So it's just like a little pen. I don't know if you could see it. It's like a pen. And it literally just draws. This one's drying out a little bit. But it's like super easy to draw on yourself with. So liquid eyeliner is tricky, and putting on your liquid eyeliner is tricky. Honestly, my best recommendation is just like practice every single day. The goal is to have a line, but not to have it be like your entire lid. So what I do is I just kind of draw a line at the corner of my eye there. And that's kind of what I use as like my judgment line, I guess you could call it. Ignore my like really cute faces while I try and concentrate and do this. So basically, I don't know if you could see that, but once I do that line, I kind of bring it over, but I try not to swoop all the way in yet because I actually have really, really small eyelids, and my eye, I forget what it's called, but there's not much space between here and here, so you can't see a lot of my shadow. So if I do like a big eyeliner line, it just looks like my eyes are black, and that is not what we're going for. So I'm gonna bring it in. And what I kind of do is I bring mine to here, like the middle. I don't really bring it all the way to the corner because, again, I have small eyes and I'm trying to make the illusion that they're bigger, not smaller. So that's kind of how I did it on that eye. Now, let's see if I can copy it on the other eye. So we're going to make our line. You can do this while you're like, if you saw I was holding my eye a little bit when I was going in, you can, it's up to you. I held my eye a lot more when I was first starting. So liquid eyeliner can be a pain in the butt, and it can be hard to use if you're not used to it. When I was first starting, I would watch like the YouTubers and they'd be like, boop, boop, and I'm like, oh, it's so easy. And then I tried it and it wasn't. But there are plenty of ways to help yourself if you are having issues. So the first thing you can do is take some eye makeup remover, and if you put it on a Q-tip, you can drag the Q-tip right under where you want that line, and it'll either sharpen what you have, or you could even use it to, like, let's say you do a wing and it's like way too far out. You just kind of use it to take off the tip of the wing. Another thing you can do, like let's say I went too far in here and I wanted to get it off, all that I would do is take some clear light colors and kind of pat it in and try and pat over where that liner line is so you can't see it as much, and then go back in and make like a straighter, more even line. Another thing that you can do is if you're really, really struggling, you can put like clear tape on the corner of your eye and use that, because when you draw your line, it'll end up on the tape, like the tape will make a straight line that you'll have to go off of when you're doing your eyeliner. So for this look, all we're trying to do is like little wings. We're not trying to do like big, swoopy, anything, dramatic colors, whatever. It's just a little wing. And like I said, I don't take mine all the way to my corner. You can, and some people do. I just don't because I have really short, small eyes. So now that the top of our eyes are done, we are going to go in with our eye pencils. And I'm using these to brighten up the eyes. I really like using this Macc shade. It's like a fair shade. And all you have to do is go on your waterline and put it on there. And it'll brighten up your eyes. Make sure you put it on your waterline and not right underneath. So now that that's done, we are almost done the eyes. We just have to put our mascara on. Today I'm going in with this Lancome Mascara. And I just quickly put that on. So now that our eyes are all done, we're gonna go back in with the blush. They used a lot of blush in the 1940s, more than they did with the contour, and that's why we didn't do too much contour with our dark browns earlier. So I'm gonna go in with this Morphe palette. This is the Morphe Blush Trio Pop of Blush, and I'm going to take this middle pink color. We definitely want it to be more on the pinky side rather than the brown side and the orange side. And I'm gonna go in with my Morphe E4 brush. And I'm gonna put the blush on where I would normally put the blush, right on my cheekbone, but I'm also gonna kind of bring it down a little bit further down to kind of meet where this darkness is right here. I am gonna go in with the MAC Prep and Prime, and this is just to prime my lips. This is my absolute favorite lip primer. And we want to go in with a very true red color because red was very in the 1940s. Most of the lips were like red and bold. So I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in Bawse. It's a very true red color. When you are trying to pick your lip color, I would definitely recommend keeping it in the red family. You can go darker. These right here have a blue undertone, these top four. So what that means is it's cooler and it has like a darker bluer undertone compared to this orangey one down there. I would stay away from like oranges and corals, so anything like really bright that pops out of you that has that orange, I would stay away from. I would go with your true reds or your darker bluer reds. So thank you for watching. This is my 1940s inspired makeup look. Please subscribe or comment and share. Spread the love.